Little Cassie. You wouldn't believe her story. We used to take the trash to the dump. We live out in the sticks, so you have to go to the trash dump to take the trash. And my daughter goes, "Oh my God, Mom, look, there's a kitten who's trying to push her way through a fence, trying to get away from us." My daughter picked her up. Couldn't have been more than 6 weeks old. She had no eyes. Empty holes in her head. Well, nevertheless to say, she was going with us. We weren't going to leave her at the trash dump. So in the car she went. She sat quietly in my daughter's lap, and that's how Cassie came to live with us. And when she got here, we had finally gotten a building built. So she got to move in with the rest of the cats once we obviously got her medical care taken care of. Her eyes were the way they were because somebody had not bothered treating an upper respiratory infection. If you're feeding stray cats and you notice they're sick, take them to the vet. So, Cassie, she is an interesting little kitty. She went through a period there that she was pretty shy from humans, but now she's a really sweet cat. She doesn't like loud. If you talk real quiet, she stays calm. Now she likes to climb up people's laps. So she's come a long way to have gone from scared to death of us to friendly. So that is Miss Cassie's story, from trash can to living like a queen.
She's always been a little timid, but always let us pick her up and do things with her. She's never been like a spicy girl. Cassie quickly picked Fester as her favorite person. He just made her blossom into the brave girl she is now. My favorite memory is the first day that Cassie ever felt comfortable enough to come and sit with somebody. It was a moment where everybody just sat there in awe and didn't want to move. You just had to let her sit as long as she wanted because it's the first time she'd ever done it. Cassie is actually a lot more playful than people think she is. She loves to go outside and play by herself, and she'll carry toys around in her mouth. She's a lot more independent than you think she is.
She's a little skittish. She would let you pet her, but she didn't ever approach me until a little bit later on. She eventually started coming up into my lap. I think I was doing tour the first time she ever sat in my lap. I was looking around and no one was around to see it, so I was like, no one's gonna believe me.
So the first time I met Cassie was by her wingman, Fester. Those two are peas in a pod, and of course Fester loves everybody. The more you got to know Fester and you were petting Fester, Cassie slowly came up to check you out. She was really, really sweet, and she's super soft. That was what I first noticed about her, and just the fact that she wants attention, but she didn't really know how to really accept it. Giving Tuesday via 2019, Jussie and I thought it would be a good idea to bring a whole jar of catnip with us. That's when I saw another side of Cassie. It was Kitty Crack, that's her favorite. She lunged for it. I mean, grabbed the jar and shoved her face inside of it. And ever since then, since she's learned to relax a little bit on the nip, you've really seen the growth of where she's a lot trusting with visitors and staff here at Blind Cat Rescue, really asking for attention instead of us seeking for it. My favorite memory of Cassie is I was doing a noon tour one day and she coming in, doing her little head nudges or whatever, asking for attention, and then she slowly creeped in my lap. I actually cried because it was so amazing. I was one of the first few people that she actually did that, so I felt very honored. It was kind of like a group effort with everybody of seeing this growth in Cassie and her really trusting us, and everyone was just so, our hearts were warm to see this.